All right, well, here I am, a little late, sorry, and I don't know how well the signal is either, so, hey, there you are, Kathleen, sorry I'm late. Hello, Jimmy. Jimmy's in the house. Yep, sorry I'm late. You know, of course, we have this medical emergency in Missouri, so we've been dealing with that all day, and we rushed back to get here on time, and I'm 16 minutes late, so sorry. Wonder how many people we lost out on. 9 viewers already. Wow, that's great. So anyway, we're in Missouri, and there's a big difference in temperature. When we left, it was in the 90s. The first night here was 39 degrees, so it's going to be an interesting couple of weeks trying to acclimate to that, and we're going to spend a lot of money on propane too. I'm glad you kept trying. I am sorry. I don't know how our turnout's going to be. Just watched your hot shower video. Isn't that great? I love that shower. Hello, Shannon. Let's see. Placey VR. Haven't seen you before, so welcome. Welcome. I left you a lot. Pretty good, I think. You want to check it out for free. Thank you. I appreciate it. No, Kathy, I'm late. I just got here 2 minutes ago, so it's all my fault. You have 10,000 people here tonight. You think so? Who's going to read the questions? I'd like to have 10,000 subscribers. You got any? I'm just really hoping we get through this slow spell. Steph says, hello, been waiting. Glad you finally made it. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm late. That's what happens when you're so consistent all the time. When you're late, everybody's just freaked out. I was late on the video the other day when we were coming to Missouri. I had people messaging me, are you okay? Hello, Morris Moose. I haven't seen you in a few days. I thought you left us. I'm glad to see you're still around. So to catch everybody up, we are in Missouri, and specifically Sullivan, Missouri. I used to work in Sullivan. Everybody knows my past employment was at a workshop, and it was here in Sullivan. So anyway, we're back in Sullivan, and everybody saw my emergency in Missouri video. Well, Kathleen, to be honest, if you just shared my video on your Facebook groups and that kind of thing, get the word out. That's about the best thing you can do. Well, good thing, Ginger. I was late, Ginger, so, you know, it all worked out really well. So anyway, we're out here helping out with the emergency. Now, then the interesting thing is, you know, being nomadic, it really put us in a position to be able to help. But that being said, being nomadic, you know, it kind of put all eyes on us, I guess is the best way to put it. So, you know, we're up here, and I already mentioned it's pretty cold up here. I'm back in my flannel, so, you know, I even told Carolyn on the way up here, good, I was missing my flannel. Hello, done working? And Warren, I don't think I've seen you before. Are you still at Merrimack State Park, and your friends are still camp hosts there? Let's see. I am at the Merrimack campsite, Merrimack State Park. That's right, yes. My friends are camp hosts there. Okay. Must be your friends because, yeah, okay, that's great. Backwoods Bungalow, the propane shower from your dad looks soothing. Oh, it's just the best thing in the world, man. I couldn't believe how much I missed the shower until I got that thing. Wow. Well, Kathleen, the first night it was 39 degrees. Propane heater's keeping up just fine, no big deal. But, you know, we were really trying to save on some propane costs because we spent quite a bit in August in West Virginia on propane. So, you know, it's just propane cost. Hey, Michelle. What's up, Rob? Carolyn, yes, a bit colder in oh, yes, in Florida. Yes, it is. Just came back from KC to South Carolina, and you sure notice a difference. Yes, you sure notice a difference right away. Morris Moose says, it's okay for hygiene to feel good. Well, yeah, I know what you're all saying, and I appreciate it, but, you know, we came out here to show everybody how to live minimalistically as possible, and now we're kind of upgrading. John says, dang, video feed doesn't want to work for me. Oh, man, John, I'm so sorry. You might want to try refreshing. That helps out a lot of times, John. Kathleen says, yipes, yeah, it's cold. It's warmer in New York. Of course it is. It's warmer wherever we're not. And Warren says, do you still need a place to camp? Well, you know what? Although it's not our typical thing, we think we're going to stay in the state park simply because we don't have to run the generator. And I know that sounds silly, but running the generator takes 6 hours a day, and those 6 hours we need to be focused on the family member. You know, we want to get as much done as possible while we're here, and if I have to spend 6 hours running the generator, you know, that's 6 hours we can't give to the family member. As you can see today, you know, we were late getting to this live feed because we were with the family member. So I do appreciate it, Warren, but I think we're going to stick it out right here. I know, again, I know that's not what we do, but I think in an emergency and us being nomads, this really worked out for us. Backwoods Bungalow, how far south will you need to drive to reach 70-degree temperature? Oh, I don't know. I don't know. As soon as we crossed the Missouri border, it dropped down into the 50s. So I'm going to say Arkansas, maybe even a little south. Tennessee, Memphis. Pamela, what is the lowest temperature? 7 degrees is the lowest temperature we've endured. We did that last February just to see if we could do it. So yeah, we're fine. Hello, RV Freedom. Good to see you. Shannon says you got to do what you got to do for your family. Yep. That's what we're going to do. We'll get back on our mission here shortly. And I don't feel like we're violating the mission that much. We're just not running the generator. So, you know, we still have to go get our water and the toilets, and we still shower in the shower tent. So the whole thing is very similar to the way it is normally, except we got electric. So, and that just saves time. That's all that's really doing for us. Do you have to, let's see, Poppy and Grandma Avery. Now, I don't know if I've ever seen you guys before, so hello. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the Little House on the Road family. Backwoods says, I learned from the scout camp that it's important to get comfortable. A good shower will help. You know, I don't want to say we were uncomfortable. I understand what everybody's saying, and yet, but being comfortable and feeling like a king, and that's what I'm trying to express here. We're comfortable with the hose. I was very comfortable. Loved the shower. Loved the invention. I mean, I was just very proud of myself. This is royalty status. I mean, that's how it felt, I think. Morris Moose says, did you get my message about Little Grand Canyon and the free campsite? You know, I do recall something like that, but why don't you send that to me again? Because I don't recall, and we've been so busy, I might have lost that, Morris Moose. WV2344. I bet that is a ham radio number. I bet that's what that is. Hello from Kentucky. Done working says, actually, this is a test, and you are totally adaptable. It shows. Well, thank you. Jimmy, my wife and I may load the RV and hit the road for a few. I get tired of staying in the same neighborhood. People, same views. I see what you're saying. John Weiss says, I tried to make a Baraka stove and exploded. Don't do that. Stop with the gasoline. Papa and Grandma Avery, thank you. And we've been watching, but don't comment much. We've full-time in older Class C. Well, that's wonderful. Where are you at? What area? West Coast, East Coast, South? Papa and Grandma? And please comment away. I love to answer comments, and I don't think I've ever missed a one. If I have, it's not very often. So, you know, I love the comments, and I love to reply to them. Michelle, I think this is, I don't know if John was the one that did it before or not. Backwoods Bungalow, did you find out about the weekly rates at the state park? No, haven't had time. I'm going to be honest. I just haven't had time. We've been running. So I do appreciate it. Janice, what is your favorite food to cook on the open fire? Carolyn makes this amazing meatloaf ball. Oh, it's awesome. She does a great job with it. She made a pizza on the campfire too. She's going to work on that recipe, but it turned out pretty good. Shannon Lee, whoa, gas. Morris Moose, I will send it again. I found a lot of stuff to do for free. Yeah, I know that you have. I really appreciate the free stuff. I will look for the free campsites and the free stuff to do between Missouri and Florida so you guys have fun and back. We'll probably just head straight to Florida. I don't know if we're going to stop anywhere. Besides, if we did stop, it's going to be in Mississippi because there is just a series of, on Highway 55, all kinds of campsites right along those Engine Corps, Army Corps of Engineer dams. They're just wonderful. We love them. Papa and Grandma are in Texas. That's great. Shannon made a rocket stove. Wonderful. I'm glad. Hope you get to use it. Betty, Class C. Hello, fellow Missourian. Hello. I really enjoy your videos. Thank you. I enjoy you watching them. Keep up the good work. Hope to see you on the road sometime. Tell Carolyn hi. My mom and dad had a pop-up trailer too and loved it too. Take care. Be safe. Well, you too. And make sure you comment more. Grandma, we need a recipe for the meatloaf ball, please. That's up to Carolyn. I don't know. Is Carolyn online? Jimmy says, Rob, how do you know when you are low propane? Not sure if you've done a video on that. No, I really haven't done a video on it. I know there's ways to do it. You can pour water over it and that kind of stuff, but really I just run out. It's not a great system. And I do have one tank where I can put a gauge on it, but it's only one tank. The other, that gauge doesn't work on the other one. So no, but there's all kinds of videos out there on how to check your propane. I just don't do it. I'm lazy. How are you recharging your batteries? Well, we're recharging right now with the electric, but we recharge with the generator and two battery chargers from Walmart. One for the truck and one for the camper. A recent truck and an older camper seems to be working out better than an older RV. I guess you're talking about our truck and camper. I'm not sure. Morris Moose says, Highway 55, Mississippi. Thanks for the info. There's Bynum Creek. I mean, there's all kinds of free campsites in there. We've been there. Bynum Creek, Point Pleasant. We've got videos on them, too. There's another one, Schooner Turkey on Granada Lake. The other two are on Lake Enid. Bynum and Point Pleasant were on Lake Enid, E-N-I-D, and the other one's on Granada. Stephanie says, I've noticed that when you find a campsite, you unhitch the camper and then turn the truck around to point the truck hood under the bed, and it is a reason for doing that. Yes, there is. Our truck provides our internet through our OnStar. So I got this little antenna on top of the truck. I'm in the back of in the bed of the truck right now. And when I point the truck to the camper, I can plug a battery charger into the truck's battery from the generator. It just keeps it closer. And then the Wi-Fi, because the truck provides internet to 6 devices, it's closer to the bed or to the camper, so we can actually work in the camper with our truck. If I backed it in, that Wi-Fi doesn't reach the camper. Does that make sense? Ginger, does daylight savings time affect you getting your chores done, etc., especially without electricity? We have electricity. We have all kinds of electricity. Our generator provides all the electricity we need. We have lights and all kinds of stuff. Does it affect our chores? No, not really. I think most of our chores are done by the time I post videos, which is at 4:30 Eastern. Jimmy rants. LOL. I just ran out. Morris Moose. Mississippi sounds like a great start in Boone. Oh, that's where we started. It was a wonderful start. Lots of campsites. Lots of them down there. Jason Allen. Sorry so late, Rob. Boss would let me leave work. That's okay, Jason. I was a little late myself. I was 16 minutes late, so I feel terrible. But we got 40 people here. That's great. Morris Moose says, that was a good question, Stephanie. About the truck, yeah. Jimmy Rants, Mississippi rocks. I am from Mississippi Gulf Coast. Yes, there is a campsite down there by Biloxi that we are going to check out one of these days. I really want to check it out. I don't know the name of it, but I just know there's one down there. I moved away and the real estate market skyrocketed. That's funny, Jimmy. Aaron Hamburger, greetings from Nebraska. Well, hello, Aaron. Are you new to the I've seen you before? But welcome. If you're new to the channel, welcome to the Little House on the Road family. Backwoods says, do you think pop-up saves on gas? Oh, yeah, absolutely. We get 18 miles to the gallon, and some days 20. Well, I would say, yeah, 18 to 20 miles a gallon, easy. Saves a lot of gas. Charles, hey, Charles, hello, buddy. You can smash that like button. Please smash the like button. Yeah, I'd go with that. Hello, Carrie. Good to see you. Backwoods Bungalow. Which other RV YouTube channels do you watch? I've been trying to watch Bob Wells. I've been trying to watch Carolyn's RV. Now, I watched those two because I noticed YouTube has now categorized our 3 channels together. And so that just makes sense from a business aspect to find out what it is they're doing so I can understand why we got linked up. And it really does appear that Bob Wells and I have a similar philosophy on a thing. And I'm not too sure about Carolyn. She gets into a lot of politics. So, but I've been trying to see what she does. But I like what Bob does. Let's see. Michelle says, hey, on your way back from Florida, come back to South Carolina if on your way. That's a long trip. Backwoods Bungalow. I watch Rusty in Texas. Charles, dirt every day. Dirt roads. Yeah, dirt roads. Hey, Joe. Shannon, do you make any desserts like pies or turnovers over the fire? No. Carolyn usually makes a lot of cheesecakes type of thing. Let's see. Do you, let's see. Wait, I'm off. Okay, sorry, Charles. Let's see. Kathleen, I noticed that too. Off topic. Carrie, do you think your status from Little House followers and subscribers to Little House family? You know, Carrie, that is not a bad idea. I kind of like that. I'm going to give that some thought. What does everybody think about Carrie's idea? That might not be a good idea. John says, Backwoods, I towed both the same Dodge 15 and pop-up, towed a lot easier. Yes, I agree, John. 16 to 12. Yep, wind. Yeah, the wind is a big difference. Jimmy, s'mores, yeah. Backwoods, Rusty has lived in RVs for 30 years and now has a home base. Yep. Lois says, hello, Lois. That's okay. I was late too. Yeah, Carrie, I kind of like that. I'm going to have to remember to try to do that. That sounds like a good idea. Hello, Little House on the Road family. I got to work on the cadence, don't I? Backwoods Bungalow, I get 11, 12 with a 26 and 1500. Yep, okay. Travel Trailer, hello. Family. Hello, Little House on the Road family. I don't know. What do you think? Yes, I know we're a family. Absolutely. Yeah, that was a great idea. I got to work on the cadence. I'm not sure it sounds right. Is anyone seeing a picture? Well, I'm right here. I see a picture. Travel Trailer, you might want to just refresh. Hit the refresh button. Backwood says, I was surprised that you were so hostile to the idea of home-based. I'm not hostile. I'm not sure that was the... I'm not hostile. I think that people fall into the trap that they believe that they can just run back home. And I think it got that couple in trouble because they thought it was just easy to run back home. And I could see that. I could see that you think, well, you know, if I get in trouble, I'm going to run home. And all of a sudden you're in trouble and you can't get back home. So that's, I think, the only thing I was saying. So I apologize if you thought it was hostile. I didn't mean it for it to be hostile. I mean, I'm here in Missouri now, and you know, I'm camping like I would anywhere else. So, and Missouri is where we're from. I had a question for you, but I forgot. I don't remember it either, Travel Trailer. Jimmy Rance, yeah, I like the family. Since we are a family now, can I borrow? You're looking at the wrong guy, but Jimmy. Shannon Lee, I see you clear. John Weiss, what is your middle name? Anthony. I'm sure everybody sees it on there. I got 2 Facebook pages now because Facebook keeps booting me. What is Minecraft's real name? I'm sorry. We do dump cakes in our Dutch oven. Oh, that sounds good. In a pit fire. Travel trailer. Oh yeah. How do you transport water? In buckets. This is just 5-gallon buckets. I don't have any on me, but you know, we just go over to the nearest spigot, fill up our 5-gallon buckets, and come back. We got 7 buckets. Now, then we put the bucket on top of our refrigerator, and we stick our pump hose right in there, and it sucks right out of it. So that's actually not only how we carry water, it's that's our tank. That's our freshwater tank. It's this. If you go to one of the very first videos, 1970 pop-up camper, a Starcraft pop-up camper, I show you my whole water setup. Jason, I like Little House on the Family. Little House on the Road family. Family. Okay, we're hearing family. I was surprised you were so hostile to Did you leave the paid site? No, we haven't left the paid site, Jerry. No, we're paid up to Friday. And as I was telling everybody, you know, we're probably just going to have to stay here because, I mean, we're spending so much time with the family member that we don't have time to run the generator. You know, running the generator takes 5-6 hours a day. And if I have to stay here to run it, then we wouldn't, you know, that's 5 or 6 hours we wouldn't be able to spend with them. And as everybody knows, I'm late today. And I'm late because of the family member. I was 16 minutes late. So I'm kind of, now that we've actually done it, I'm kind of glad we did it because I just don't know how we would have been able to keep up with her and the electric. How about Little House family and friends? Hello, Lives on the Road, family and friends. Well, they're a little bit of better cadence. I'll practice. Dutch oven dump cakes are great. Travel Trailer says, thanks, Jimmy Rance. Is your pop-up a 30 amp or lower? Oh, no, it's a 1970 Starcraft pop-up. The fuse was ripped out. I keep meaning to replace it. But it's just a 110. I mean, whatever that is. I guess that's 30. But no, there's no fuses. I need to work on that. John Weiss. Okay. Backwoods Bungalow. You mentioned you feel unstressed. Do you look like you're enjoying life? And yes. And I've made a video about that where I compared a before and after picture from March till August. And yeah, I look better. Travel Trailer says, I'm making Dutch oven beef stew tonight. Kathleen Littner. Oh, TT Travels, yum. 15 amp. Okay, 15 amp. Michelle Bush, you're not camping, you're living at home, you take it with you. That's right. Very good, Michelle. Somebody's paying attention. Michelle says, tell Carolyn I said hi. Don't think I see her on. Carolyn, are you on? They're all asking about you. I don't know if she's on either. She might be talking to the family member. Boy, everything just died. Always makes me feel like I lost a signal. Okay. If you have to stay another week You need to get a little electric heater rather than, yes, I agree, we do. And as soon as we get time to stop and do something, we might actually do that. You're absolutely right, Larry. I appreciate the advice on that. Backwoods Bungalow, do you have any plans for working like a camp host? And I've done a video, actually I've done several videos on that. No, we don't plan on doing a camp host unless we just run out of money, which it doesn't appear that we're going to do that. You know, we're pretty happy with what we're doing and how we're making an income. Do you like to fish? I haven't fished for years, Jimmy. Just never got into it after I became an adult. Robert, question. I can't recall from your previous videos, how did you insulate the canvas portion of your pullouts? We haven't. Really, we didn't see a need to do it. We weren't intending to stay in too terribly cold weather. And like I said, we can handle 27 degrees. So we haven't done any of that. Carolyn put a blanket up on the canvas that is closest to the side we sleep on, just so to keep the breeze off of us. But no, we're keeping quite warm. If we ever had to get real cold, you know, 10 degrees, we would do but we just haven't had a need for it yet. I lost what's the big next purchase? What's the next big purchase? You know, I really hope nothing. I haven't thought of anything yet. Sorry about this. I'm trying to catch up on all the comments here. Hello, make Mississippi Wilson a picket fence. Miss Wilson, yeah. Use a little ceramic heater. Yep. Hey, on your video, you got 50 to remove part of your dock. Was that for the whole job? Looked like it would take a while to get that done. No, it was the whole dock. It was, we did all, I think there was 300 feet of dock, 57 sections. And we got $50 for it. Each one of us did. And then we got $50 to put it back. Do you have a problem with the canvas sweating inside when you're, yes. When it's cold and wet, it sweats real bad. I've done a video on that. And what we're doing is we're spraying all the canvas with Flex Seal. And that is helping out a lot. Not that it's sweat, I mean, it still sweats, but the mold is easier to clean. We don't have to worry about resealing it every time we do that. So that's really working out well. We're Flex Sealing the inside first, and then we're going to start Flex Sealing the outside. And the idea on that is just to preserve the canvas longer. Let's see, Jimmy, date of birth. I think it's took them 40-something minutes to undo the pier. Yeah, 47 minutes. You're right, Jimmy. It sure did. Travel time 19 degrees. Time to move camp. When is that cold? Yeah, I mean, I don't intend to ever stay that cold. And I'm really glad that this emergency happened now instead of 2 months from now, because I don't know if we'd have been that nomadic. Let's see. Michelle, I'm not sure I understand. Oh, not that long. Took Jimmy. Ginger says, oh, electric blanket is great too. Maybe if your family member has one you can borrow. Yeah, that would be all right. You know, as far as blankets, we have two, oh, what is that? Duck feathers. Anyway, we have two really warm blankets, and if we just double them over, now that gives us, you know, 2 blankets. We stay very, very, very warm. Electric blanket works well if you are on somewhere that has electric hookups. I used one to pop up at a paid campsite. Yeah. Backwoods. It's disappointing that pop-ups are mostly designed to sleep for. Morse Moose. More than $1 a minute. That's good money for no matter anyone. Yes, it is. Now, it took a little bit more time to put it back because it was just me and my father doing it. And that was a little bit more work. So whatever I made on the you know, the advantage of breaking it down, I sure didn't make it going back. Man, that was some work putting it back. Let's see. Down, down. I'm not sure I'm missing something. I'm sorry. Get down with that. Down blankets. Down blankets. Yeah, down. Now I see what you're saying. Down. Yes, thank you. Yes, we have 2 down blankets. One for me, one for Carolyn. We double them up. And so now, basically we have 2 down blankets for each one of us. Thank you. Anthony, sorry I'm late. Rob, I can't get the screen to come on. Try refreshing, Anthony. I don't know. But I was late too. Backwoods, I would prefer a pop-up with a rear bathroom instead of a second bed. Duck feathers. That's right. Anthony, it's working now. Good. How do you get down off an elephant? Carefully. How do you get to the moon? You don't need to get off a duck. You don't need, you don't. You get down off a duck. You got some great jokes, Charles. You always do. Very carefully. Yep. That's funny. Well, he does now. No secrets with you, is there, Jason? Just share that information however you want. I saw that movie once. That was great. Just share that information however you want. How's everyone doing tonight? I'm doing great, Anthony. So we got 50 people on, 49 people. That is amazing. I think that's the best we've done on YouTube. What kind of trailer tire life do you get? Tire rotten issue. Well, I mean, our tires we bought in March. Is that right? February? And they still look brand spanking new as far as I can see. I intend to replace them, need it or not, every 3 years. But no, we don't have any rot or anything on them. Robert says, what kind of, let's see, RV Freedom, recommend Brown Big Heat electric heater. I just got home from work. I keep getting complaints that I don't read your guys' comments. I feel like I do. Travel trailers, my trailer tires last at least 5 years. Yeah, I gotta, speaking of tires, come next month, I need to grease up the bearings. Jason, why do motorcycles have a kickstand? Because they're too tired. Well, we're gonna come up with all kinds of funnies, huh? My RV tires are 12 years old. Wow. Now, I got a story. My dad had tires that were 4 years old, and then he parked his trailer. And the hurricane came. They were 4 years old. He never, brand new tires, never used them. They were on the trailer, but they never actually rolled. And he went 100 miles and blew out 2 of them on that 100-mile trip. So, I mean, I don't know. They probably had dry rot or something, but just if they're that old, you might want to take a look at them. That's all I'm saying. They're still on the road. Let's see. On the way to be sure to see the question is asked, people to type the question in caps. One way to be sure to see the question is asked, people. I saw a video today of a couple staying in forest, and they had their tires covered to keep the sun off of them. That's funny, Jerry. It was funny. Yeah, I understand what you're saying because there is no sun in these forests. You're absolutely right. Dad said the tires are the cheapest thing in the car. RV is getting donated to charity. Oh, that's great, Charles. Wow. Let's see, where are we at here? 12-year-old tires. Oh, boy. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, well, any other questions? It's been a busy week for us. I mean, I haven't driven this much in a long time. And, you know, and I used to do that for a living. I drove, you know, I own my own company as a consultant, so I had to drive all over the country. But I haven't done that in 7 years. So Man, I've been driving a lot here these last 3 days. Well, plus the weekend we had to drive up here. Back tires for JG 265 each. How do you get your mail? Well, my mom collects my mail, and if there's something important, then she'll send it to the local the post office closest to us. Now, we always ask them if they'll do it, and it's called general delivery, and they'll hold it to there for 30 days, some 15 days. So I heard, I don't know. And then they'll ask for ID, and you pick up your mail. You got a spare on your pop-up? Yes, I do. It's right here. Do you have a pilot card? No, I do not. Tires on the truck are 9 years old, and they're very little wear. Wow, that's cool. You must not have a lot of miles on yours, do you, Jerry? I mean, I got 42,000 on mine right now, and I would think that my tires are probably 50,000 mile tires. Travel trailer. I just spent $1,400 on my truck tires. Ouch. Yes, agree. Ouch. What'd you buy? See your Goodyears? Carrie Shields, have you heard of Amazon lockers? No, I have not, Carrie. I do not know what that is. Jimmy Rand says, Rob, did you once say it was Carolyn's idea for you to live in a pop-up? That is a true statement. Yes, it is all her idea, which is funny because I get a lot of comments that suggest that it was my idea. So they always say, what are you going to do if Carolyn doesn't want to continue to do this? Well, I can't imagine Carolyn not wanting to do this. So 10,000. Jerry says 10,000. So that's on the tires. It's a bank of lockers in a specific area where you can get packages. Huh, I did not know that. Well, thank you, Carrie. I'll check into that. What is the pirate's favorite letter in the alphabet? Ha, ha, ha. Big old Bigfoot tires. Yeah, I bet you. I knew that was nice tires, though. RV Freedom, 1400B Goodrich. Robert says, in one of your previous videos, you recommended 4 propane tanks. Yes, I did. Weight an issue when you travel because to store these tanks. Well, yes, it is. That being said, I try not to travel too terribly much because I say that a lot too. I try to stay in an area as long as I can to minimize this. Now, when we say weight, I do put the 2 tanks. They're right here in the back of the truck. So 2 tanks are in the back, 2 tanks are on the camper. But yes, you're right. There's always, no matter what you do to make your life better, there's a disadvantage to it. And so you just got to weigh the pros and cons is the only thing I can tell you. You know, I keep a full tank of gas also, or can of gas also. So there's more weight. The reason I do that is because if I get in one of these backwoods situations, which always is a frightening thing, and I run out of gas, I got some that I can get myself out with, which, you know, getting some of these areas, there's not gas stations for miles. So, yeah, I mean, you're right. Weight is an issue. And again, but I try not to drive too much. Wow. Thank you, Morris Moose. Morris Moose just gave us $2. So that is just wonderful. Thank you, sir. I will, you know, scream your name every time I see you. Wow. That is the first time anybody has done that. Thank you. Let's see. I had 2002 original tires. Wow, 2002 with original tires. One we have much longer. Do you think it will last? Tires expensive. $1,200 to replace them on my truck. My goodness. When you stay at these free campsites, do you have to register with someone, or is it first come first serve? No, Jimmy. It's always been first come first serve. There's only been 2 campsites where you have to fill out this little card and you hang it on the board, but it's still self-monitored. I seen a TV show about RVs. They all have big money motorhomes. Most people can't afford. They should have you do an episode 2 show. You don't need. Yes, thank you, Anthony. That's a help for your paid campsite. Thank you, Morris Moose. I can't thank you enough. That is just very generous of you, sir. Gotta run. Talk to you, Little House on Little House family. Yes, you bet, Carrie. Good to see you. Thank you for joining in. So since you're paying the camp right now, is this figured in the monthly budget? No, it is not. When you run under budget this month, is that used from that? When you run under budget, this money is used for that. Look, this is just an emergency. I think the family is going to try to pull together, and I think the family is going to try to help out where they can. You know, it's not all on our shoulders. I mean, I don't want to get in a lot of detail about all that, and I'm not even sure how I'm going to do the monthly budget. I think I'm just going to tell you that we went over budget. I think that's how I'm going to work it, and with a little side note that this isn't completely on our shoulders. So I don't know how more I want to. I don't know if I want to say any more than that, because I don't want to make this channel about this emergency. We're here in Missouri. We're helping out a family member, and it's great that we are nomads, so we could do that. And that's the message I want to send out to everybody is we're helping everybody out because we're nomads. How do you give money like that? How do you give money like that? There's a money symbol down at the bottom underneath your message screen. That's all I know. I mean, I've never done it. You'll have to ask Morris Moose. Do you plan on coming to Ohio? Oh, we probably will one day in 2 or 3 years, but not in the near future. I don't think so. Thank you, Michelle. Done working. Anthony, $sign below. Morris Moose, the son. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Jimmy. Wow, my goodness, Jimmy. You're just too kind, bud. Thank you, sir. I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, just, you guys are so generous. You're just such a great family. I can't appreciate this enough. The sun goes down the same time in Missouri as it does in Florida. No, it doesn't. We're actually in a different time zone, but it stays lighter out here longer. Be careful. They take 30%, I understand. Well, I don't know. Better send money to PayPal and he gets it all. Are you planning to come to Ohio? Okay, I've already answered that one. I don't know about how much they take. I don't know. I don't see the $sign. Okay, so how much does YouTube get if you do that? I don't know. I really don't know the answer. I don't want anybody to feel bad because I appreciate everything. You guys are just awesome. So I don't mean to have heard it on other live streams. I don't either. Wow, it's already. Well, I'm going to stay on to 8:15. Let's see, 7. Let's see, what time is it? Oh gosh. Yeah, 8:15 Eastern. I'm going to stay on until 8:15 Eastern. Because I was late. Man, thank you, Robert. My goodness, guys, you're just so great. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it so very, very much. Michelle, since you're your mom, since your mom sends you important papers like you explained, can someone just send straight to you somehow? Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I just haven't given that a lot of thought. I mean, you know, we live in a pop. I'm always so worried people are just going to give me, you know, a bunch of stuff that I can't fit. Let's see, donate $10. He gets $10 unless they change the rules. Doesn't matter. Just do the best you can. Thanks, Jimmy. Thanks, Robert. A skeleton walks in the bar and asks for a beer and a mop. Okay, Jimmy Rats. Right on, Robert. You're good. My goodness, guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you, Rebecca. You're so kind. Thank you. I'm getting ready to cry. Guys, stop it. No. Hopefully I started something for you, Rob. Thank you, Morris Moose. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Robert. I will. I'll be as safe as I possibly can. I drive 10 miles under the speed limit, and I'm very paranoid about our safety all the time. Thank you, guys. Let's see, Stephanie, I have to go now. I really enjoyed your videos and look forward to them each day. Happy travels. Happy travels, Stephanie. Thank you for joining us and the Little House family. I've been on Table Rock Lake, Missouri. How far is that? Table Rock, I think that's down south. If I'm not mistaken, that's down by Johnson Shut-ins. If I'm not mistaken, that's south of Potosi. So I would say that's probably 40 to 50 miles away from here, if that is near Johnson Shut-ins. Elephant Rock, I think, is around there also. I'm guessing. Happy travels, Stephanie. Visit New Mexico. We will be west next year. We're going to head out of Florida in the spring, and we're going to start heading west. So, yeah, New Mexico will probably be on our agenda. Hey, when you push the dollar sign, what does it say and ask for payment? I don't know. I've never pushed the button, Michelle. I really don't know. Jimmy Rand says, I love New Mexico. Now, guys, don't forget about Patreon. You guys can go to Patreon if you want to participate in that also. There's extra content on Patreon. I try to post often, but it's hard to come up with that much footage sometimes, so I don't always get to post. And Carolyn has a blog that she posts about every other week. So Gary Huck says, I love what you are doing, like watching you on YouTube. Well, thank you, Gary. I really appreciate you having you on the Little House family. I think we're going to rebrand the whole thing, call it Little House on the Road family. Visit Colorado. Oh, I'm sure we're going to go to Colorado. Betty's Class C says, I think Table Rock is down under Branson. Oh, is it down there? Okay, well, then we're quite a ways away. Heather, or Healthy Gatherings, $25. Thank you so much. My goodness. You guys are awesome. I mean, I've never even seen you before, Healthy. Thank you so much. Jimmy says, push the dollar sign and how much you want to donate, put your credit card information in and send. You can see Carolyn if you donate a few bucks on Patreon. Yeah, she's showed up a few times on Patreon. I think she has. I actually kissed her on camera for her birthday. Jimmy Rants. Rob, Healthy Gatherings is my wife. Oh, well, hello, wife of Jimmy Rants. That is just awesome. She is an RN. Well, nice to meet you, Healthy. That is wonderful. And, there was a video, and I didn't get to watch it yet, Jimmy, but there's one where I saw you and your wife on the thumbnail holding each other. So I feel like I've kind of met her. So I'm going to watch that video. I just saw the thumbnail, but I didn't get a chance to watch it. Thank you. Thank you so much, Healthy. Woohoo, RN can afford it unless a school nurse. Robert, great wife you have, Jimmy. Yes, she is. Okay, so any other questions? We're coming up to maybe, what, the next 11 minutes, I think. You can't wait to be an RN. Are you studying to be an RN? Jimmy, I'm sure she is the best. But she's not as good as the elusive Carolyn. My wife has never given me that much money. Retired. Okay. I'm just kidding, Healthy. You're all just wonderful. Okay. You become an RN, just get an extra liability insurance. Have you transitioned LED lamps in your interior? Oh, yeah. Well, we put in LEDs, right? I mean, the camper didn't have lights when we got it. So that's the first thing I did was I put in LED. What I did was I put in fog lights. And I know everybody's going to tell me, oh, that's not the right color lights. You're supposed to have blue LEDs. But I really don't have a problem with them. I point them up so they're facing the ceiling. And it puts out a nice room full of light. Do hangouts every night and get rich. Yeah. Carolyn's awesome too. Yes, she is. The elusive Carolyn. And she's sneaking around here doing something. I don't know what she's doing. So we still got 47 people here. This has been a really good YouTube night. You guys have been a lot of fun and very charitable. I appreciate it. Everybody so much. Have we froze up or is just ran out of questions? Can't wait for the Easy Vibe Friday. Easy Vibe Friday. I hope you guys like it. I put it together yesterday, so I have a question. What are the winning lottery numbers? I have no idea. Healthy says your family is in our thoughts and prayers. Thank you, Healthy. I do appreciate it. Ninja Carolyn. The elusive Ninja Carolyn. I ran out. You ran out of what? Ran out. Ran out. I don't know what that means. Healthy, somewhere between 1 and 60, Morris. Yep. And I didn't win. Oh, so there was this blonde, and she would pray to God every night. Every night. God, please let me win the lottery. And the next day, she checked the lottery numbers, and she didn't win. Next day, pray to God, please let me win the lottery. Check the lottery numbers, didn't win. This went on for several weeks. Finally, God come down, and after she's prayed, she said, God, please let me win the lottery. He called down to the blonde, buy a ticket. And I'm terrible at telling jokes, but that's the only one I can remember. And I'm sorry to the blondes. That was just a joke. Does Carolyn cut your hair? No, I do. Well, she cleans up the back end for me. And besides, I'm a blonde, so I can say that. But no, I use clippers, number 7, and I just shave it off. Kathleen of questions. I ran out of questions. You ran out of questions? Don't run out of questions. You have a whole week to think of them. Yeah, blonde brain cells. Yeah, before I was gray, I was completely blonde. Looked like the Beach Boys. Healthy. There was a novel regarding the lottery, but it was a yearly drawing to see who would be stoned. The sun goes down behind your back in Missouri, the same as it does in Florida. Oh, did it? I did not notice that. Do not type fast. Yeah, I don't type fast anymore either. I used to type really fast, but I've gotten way bad at it. So we got about 7 minutes, it looks like. So I wonder how many subscribers I've lost on this evening's live feed. I always lose. Last week I lost 5 after the live feed. 5. The Hunger Games. Okay, Bobby Rushing. Hi, Bobby. I'm not sure I've ever seen you before, so welcome to the live feed, and welcome to the Little House on the Roads family. Much respect for simplifying your life and living life, not just existing. Enjoy your channel. Well, thank you, Bobby. I appreciate you having, appreciate you watching. You ask a question. Me? You want me to ask a question? I don't know if I got any questions. I'll have to think of them. Poetic. Questions. I don't know. I want to say hello before you go. Hello, Maria. Hi, Maria. Maria has... Now, Carrie Shields, she was one of our very first subscribers, but Maria has been with us since January, February, March, May. I think it was May. She joined us right when we hit this 100 subscribers. So she comments every night on Facebook. Has not missed a video since May. So I love her. Maria is she's looking towards her own adventure this next spring. She's been showing me the progress of her camper. So hard to do, Rob. You're right. It is. It is hard to do. You're right, Kathleen. I'd like to know about your camper battery life. That's a long subject. I have 188 amp hours, I think it is, battery. And then I have a little lawnmower battery. But it is a marine battery. So they're both marine batteries. And I can run them a full day with my refrigerator, which is just an apartment-sized refrigerator, before I have to recharge. I recharge twice a day, though, just so it'll make it through the night without any worries. Good night, Anthony. Thanks for joining us. What do you call a group of unorganized cats? Catastrophic. Catastrophe? I'd like to know about your camper. Okay. My wife and I just bought new tires for our dually truck. Drove it home and parked it. Next morning, one was like, oh no. We had to fix $1,600 to last more than a day. I would think so. Yeah. Yep. So did you hang somebody up by their ears? All right, guys, we're getting ready to wrap up. So get your last questions in, or we should probably start saying goodnight. Yeah. And when they have ears my size, it makes it a lot easier. Next option is toenails. Hang them up by their toenails. Sorry, I couldn't donate him. Oh, Anthony, it's quite all right. No, don't feel bad. Do you dye your hair, or is it naturally gray? No, I don't dye my hair. I'm not one of those, just a touch of gray. No, it's all natural. A lifetime of stress, I guess. Good night, Charles. Have you considered getting a dolly so you don't have to drive your truck every time to get water? It's just more space that I would have to find room for. It's just, or it would just. Space is such a critical component to this adventure. Good night, Kathleen. This was a good hangout, or whatever you call it. Yes, it was, Jimmy. It was a wonderful hangout, and I really enjoyed it. Thank you so much, guys. Good night, Rob. See you next week. Thank you, Jason. See you. Done working says good night. Good night, done working. Gary, good night. Not only am I gray, I'm not going to repeat that. I'm not doing it, Jimmy. Anthony, thanks, Rob. New mic makes these sound great. Have a good night. Thank you. Yes, I have a new mic. Good night, Rebecca. Thank you so much, Rebecca. Thank you, Healthy. Nice to see you, too. Good night, Mark. Bubba. Bubba. That was a great Saturday Night Live. Good night, Lois. Other than your truck and your camper, do you have anything with wheels on it? No. Papa says, stay safe, stay warm, make memories. You too. Thank you. Good night, Allison. Good night, Ron. Thanks for joining us. Anybody else? Was that 39 people? Good night, Kathy. Yes, I hope so too, Robert. It was very nice to have you. Thank you for everything, Robert. Good night, Minecraft. And yes, it's David and Francis. I'll never remember that. Just keep reminding me. Just beat it in my head. Morse Moose. How do you try wringing out the clothes with my suggestion? Be sure to subscribe. Click like if you like the video. And happy travels. Good night, everybody.